Hey, what's up, y'all? And this is a Lite-Bulb moment.
I'm Asania.
And I'm Deshaun.
And it's a motivational podcast.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, awesomeness. I love motivational podcasts.
Stay tuned.
Y'all check it out. Hey, y'all. This is the Lite-Bulb moment podcast. And I am Deshaun. It's never an easy opening. You know, it's like I come in... And every time I come in, instead of him just greeting and saying, "Hey, I'm Asania," it's like a joke or a laugh. Like, why is that so?
Nigga, because that's how I come in, nigga.
Right. That's always your greeting.
No.
And you know what? I'm okay with it.
Because I be fucked up over like right before we get... Come on, don't act like it don't be a whole episode before you hit record, nigga.
We do be talking shit.
So I still be fucked up.
Yeah.
And then you go straight into like, hi.
Yeah.
It's Deshaun. And
I'm a professional.
Yes, you are. You on cue like a motherfucker. I'm still trying to get on cue.
Boom.
Hey, it's Asania, and I'm Asania. Asania!
Right. You can't stop. Neutral soldiers. We had a mystical moment earlier. Mr. Cal moment. No. All aboard. Y'all need to be ready to rumble.
I can't stand this dude.
It ain't
oh,
my fault.
shit. Okay. I'm open for service.
But
I'm open for service.
we are here. Osney, are you okay? He's in a great spirit. You know?
Yeah, man.
He was sick the last couple of weeks.
I've been fucked up for the past 2 weeks. That's why we had no recordings, man.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this shit.
But
he didn't want to be around me and catch what
I mean, I'm not trying to get nobody's stomach flu. You know what I'm saying?
Brother,
I just went to Savannah. I can't be
respect you for
spraying disease.
I respect you for your honesty, young man.
Then shout out to all the people who evacuated for the hurricane. They ain't do shit. The hurricane never do shit.
I don't.
But I can't say that. That was a little insensitive.
Oh, no,
Osnia is from New Orleans and did experience Katrina.
Shit, they don't have the same destructive
That
force
was a little
every time.
insensitive. But what I'm saying is, if I can clarify, Savannah sits in like an armpit of the nation, so it's really hard for it to get a direct hit from a hurricane.
You walk back in just in time, too.
Right.
We just get started.
Lexi just came into this bitch, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Represent.
Just walk. No. In this
All
bitch.
aboard?
Yeah. We just had the whole, you missed that shit.
Yeah. But eventually, we're going to get to the 12 laws of the universe. The 12 universal laws.
12 universal laws. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second, man. Yeah, no, you missed it. And then he was trying to, fuck that. We got to talk about this off camera. He was trying to recreate the dip.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh, my God. So, before we get into the 12 universal laws, my gay spirit song is the Lady Marmalade song.
Yes.
Because that just brings the gayness out of anybody. I don't care. Like, it's like extra feminine and prissy, and it's bustiers and like pin curls and heels.
Jimmy had no snaps in the background.
It's a lot of snaps in the background and makeup, and it's real draggy and draggy as in drag queeny. It's very RuPaul's Drag Race-y, you know what I'm saying? And yeah. When I heard it, I did a little dip, and Asania just couldn't take it.
Yeah, I'm still not ready for it. I'm still recouping from the dip.
But
the dip in the mystical impersonation. But it's all good, babe.
It is all good in the hood.
But no, we trying to move forward.
We trying. It's hard.
We coming back. We bouncing back. It's a new season. It's the spring season. We trying to get the
It's
episode
fall.
together. It's a new light bulb moment. Oh shit, yeah, you right.
No, but it's cool. It's like,
no, it's gonna be a good episode.
definitely September, but you know, whatever.
Fall.
It's fall.
Oh gosh.
He's so supportive.
It's all good.
That's why I fuck with him. He did it so smoothly too. It's fall. It's fall. You're right. It's fall.
Actually, still summer if you want to be technical.
Is it
That's the
technically?
21st.
It's not fall until
So it's still summertime.
yeah.
Oh,
September is hot.
It's still hot.
Well,
girl
you can
summer.
look at it being fall as far as the school season, as far as the start back
No, don't
of
matter. It's still hot girl summer. We can roll with it.
the start back of all of that. school and TV shows. This will be their fall season.
It's a new season for the Lite-Bulb moment, you did.
Yeah,
We
either
about
way.
to pop it off. We
it's
doing
new.
new things. It's new. We got the new logo design. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all see it?
Y'all see it. We're on a few new platforms besides YouTube. We're on Spotify and Anchor now.
Bitch, growth. Okay.
Bitch growth. And
Okay.
bitch, we trying to get on. Actually, we'll be moving over to SoundCloud next. They'll upload that on that soon too.
Okay.
So we'll be hitting y'all from different platforms.
Ain't no excuse.
Ain't no excuses, you dig?
For real.
We got to get where we can. Start coming up with the Lite-Bulb moment apparel coming in the future, like the near future.
So when I grow, you grow.
We grow
together.
Yeah, that was a moment right there. That was a right all day. But no man, we coming back. We're gonna call this the
12 universal law. Is that what we call it now?
we could call it the 12 universal laws.
I don't really care what we call it.
The saga. You dig? Because it's a lot of them is 12, and we're not gonna try to go through all 12 in this episode. We break them down.
Right? We ain't about to like give y'all a 2-hour long episode.
Fuck no, man.
You know what I'm
We don't
saying?
roll like
Y'all
that.
know how we do. But
30 minutes and we out.
we could talk about a couple of them though.
Yeah, we're gonna break them down, but you know, we felt like it's very important, especially on this journey that we've been taking for the past 2 years. Like, a lot of the information we've been covering and we've been going through kind of, I feel like it's rooted in these laws anyway, at the end of the day. Everybody has these 6 keys to success, all this spirituality, these laws of spirituality, laws of growth, and so on and so forth. And a lot of it just comes from these 12 laws, and they just expand on them and create their own lane with that. So
Right.
at the end of the day, I feel like discussing the 12 universal laws.
It's kind of like the blueprint.
Yeah,
Everyone.
skadoosh, my nigga.
Yeah.
The blueprint, 100%. So we figured we give y'all the blueprint, and you can start from there and create your own shit.
Right. Because if it's based off of the laws of the universe, then it's based off of, the original shit.
Right, the principles don't change, man.
Exactly.
So since the acquisition, implementation, or development.
What he just
Shut up.
Acquisition
Of these
implementation,
laws,
and
man.
development, all of that.
I mean, they've been using them since the beginning of the time.
Right.
Or since implementation, so.
So we're just going to talk about a couple of them. A lot of them kind of go hand in hand with each other. Some of them even seem like they're the same law, just kind of written in a different way to me. But I think it'll be cool if we kind of discuss the ones that are similar so we can kind of have a nice
Ooh,
flow.
I wish I could see this nigga, boy.
Right.
I thought, wait. New Orleans niggas ain't the only niggas talk with their hands. I wish you could have just saw the similar and the flow.
See, but he's gay.
Yeah. Gay guys do talk with their hands. They do.
I don't have. Okay. Touche.
Right.
You right.
And
I-
this is going to be a very
I feel like
controversial
it's a cop-out.
statement, but I feel like it's something that everybody knows and nobody says. Gay men, no matter what race you are just emulating a ghetto black woman.
Yo, we had
So,
that's off
I'm
topic.
just going to
No, go ahead, run it.
Me and my other podcast friend, we have a gay podcast.
Right.
And I was trying to get to him. I was like, well, the essence of gay men, he was trying to say that girls get stuff from gay men.
No.
And I was like, I feel like it's an even exchange because the
Other
essence.
races get shit from gay men. Gay men get shit from black women.
I feel like the essence of a gay man is a black woman because the
Yes.
first person who he looked up to was more than likely his mom or his grandma or whatever feminine figure was in his life. And like we may make up little stuff like, I don't know, whatever little lingo. I don't be keeping up with lingo. I be feeling old. But yeah, I just can't believe people would just really not give the black woman their credit when it comes to culture creators.
We're not gonna even get it.
But okay. Let's talk about the 12 laws of the universe. And all niggas talk with their hands, really and truly. Even my daddy.
Facts.
Yeah. Well, okay. Speaking of all niggas doing stuff, let's get to the law of oneness. Because we all are connected.
That was a great podcast.
Right?
my head, bitch.
We're all connected in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? You know, energy never dies.
Just like they say, it's a small world.
It's a small world.
It truly is.
And I think the law of oneness also kind of talks about
Everything is connected.
everything is connected. You know how they have, like, your eye looks like a universe? Kind of like, I think that's kind of like the law of oneness. So when they have, like, different plants and different vegetables look like different organs in your body, I think that's kind of the law of oneness, too.
Nigga, what?
It is.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
Because you never seen those memes when they be like, hey, this look just like this. And what do you know? This actually helps this.
So you feel like that is the representation?
Of the law of oneness. Yeah, I do.
Okay. I'm gonna let that roll then.
Yeah, I do. Kind of like they said walnuts are good for your brain, and the walnut looks like a brain.
It looks like a brain.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Everything is connected.
Oh yeah, just fucking my head up. And
Right.
I ain't even high yet.
Yeah.
Just fucking my head. Like the buzz kicking in, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Give me another example.
All right. A liver
Yeah, a liver and a
and a kidney bean.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You've never seen those memes?
Like how it looks like an organ. I'm
Yeah.
about to look it up. Just show me. But yes, everything is connected.
What's the best? What about your heart?
A heart. Would that be? I'm pretty sure you can pull this up. So I'm about to try.
I'm about to.
Okay, so basically saying
But it makes a lot of sense.
the
Like,
things that are
real
one
shit.
with your body that you need to consume kind of resemble the same. You resemble them in the same feature.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Right.
Even with different colors of vegetables, usually all
Lite-Bulb.
help.
If you think
A
about
certain
like the
thing.
shape of a broccoli, if you think about how your cranial stem looks attached to your brain, it looks like a broccoli.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything. That's what he's saying. Like the things that you need for your body. They.
Yeah, I'm
even
not
the things that are
exaggerating.
attached
Like
to
they
your
can see I'm
body.
really fucked up right now.
Yeah.
Real shit.
That's a very good comparison, or a very good example of how.
Nigga, you thought you ain't had no insight on this shit. Look at you.
I mean,
But that was no.
Mushrooms look like ears.
yeah. Mushrooms look like ears.
The inside of a mushroom?
And even you can use the law of oneness when you're describing, like when you go to acupuncture and different spots on your foot represent
Yeah.
different spots in your body where you're hurt at. Same thing with your ear or your hand. I feel like all of that is like law of oneness. I do.
When you're injured, you don't really realize how much your other body parts affect that. Like,
And it could be a small injury.
No, it's true.
Yeah,
Like, say
right,
for instance,
right.
like you're not aware of the injury. I mean, until your eyes take notice.
Even like when I need new shoes, like my back, my like lower back, my heel, like something. Even though it's not like I need to go to the hospital, but just something as simple as having worn out shoes travels up my spine.
That's true to your neck.
Right. So yes,
and they compare vagina to everything.
they do. Oh, and they compare vagina to fruit too.
Yeah. Fruit and flowers
Yeah.
all the time.
Because they look just like.
I'm
yeah.
looking at avocado to emulate a woman when she's pregnant.
And all flowers do is create.
Pollinate.
Pollinate.
Pollinate, repopulate. That's all it is.
Damn. I felt, oh
Pollinate,
man, I
repopulate.
just had a deja vu moment.
See that? But yes, the law of oneness. Or like you ever meet somebody.
A
and-
tomato.
Yeah. You ever meet somebody and like you guys have all these connections and parallels to your lives, but like you guys just met. And
A
it's like,
fucking
oh, well, how do you know this person?
tomato.
Or, oh, you had this experience too. Or like, for example, my son's father and I were at the same place at the same time in the same year, and we were children. I could have practically been in the background of his photo. We found out we were in the same place at the same time, and both of us didn't even live in the same state or anything. Like
I had parallel lives.
Just right parallel.
Yeah.
Like how?
I didn't even know.
You didn't even know it. Everything is connected. What's the second one?
Law of energy, also known as the law of vibration. Energy never dies. That's the Black Eyed Peas.
That's why everything stays connected then. If energy never dies and we all circulating and it's just constant circulation, think about that.
You ever thought about, this is me thinking and not thinking at the same time. You ever thought about how there's really nothing new? Things just kind of...
Everything keeps getting recycled.
Yeah. Almost like there's nothing new under the sun. Like that's really some... Even like faces. Like there's only so many kinds of faces that are possible to make. That's why some people have doppelgangers, because there's there's only so many faces.
So many features.
Yeah, it's only so many features. There's only so many different looks you can have.
No, I actually have. Yeah, that blows my mind. That's true. Because when I always had this joke that God ran out of features and characteristics when He was creating man. So some of us share some of the same stuff, not just because of DNA, but like in a video game, you only have so many.
Right, it's only so many
sets.
options.
Yeah.
Like God was making a video game or something where he's doing the computer programming for Earth.
Yep.
And he was like,
Damn,
I can only do so many, like, I'm not about to
variations
reload a whole nother hard drive.
I only
in
got
this
so many
bitch.
variations of you motherfuckers, so y'all gonna feel y'all
Right.
everything's
some real
connected.
shit.
Or one you be like, yo, you sound just like somebody I know.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
So do you think that your energy can attract, like, how do I phrase this? Do you think your energy can attract something you're connected to? So, for example, like I said, I didn't know that we were in the same place at the same time because we were children. Do you think that your energy that attracts people in your lives? Like, okay, I know you've met someone who knew someone that you knew, and you're like, how the hell are y'all connected? Do you think that has to do with your energy? Why these two people were both attracted to you and attracted to each other?
I think energy is heavily built on, or what you attract is heavily built on your energy. I think, like, I could look at everybody in my life, every single person who came into my life, especially right now, and I'm basing it off of energy. Like, I know the similarities we have. Like, they say you are the people you attract. They say who you attract says something about you, like your vibrations or your frequencies are lining up or something like that. And like, even when I'm attracted to somebody who I don't care for, I'm like, what the hell is going on in me that made me attract them?
That's where I was hoping you'd get to.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel that like all day. That's real shit to me.
Yeah. Damn. Y'all fucking me up, because that's exactly how I feel.
Right, because when I'm in a certain space in my life, it's like I kept asking myself, like one of the things I was asking myself recently, I felt like I was attracting a lot of depressed people.
Yeah, the Boohoo Club.
And I felt like, am I depressed? And I had to really ask myself, like, am I depressed?
But not even depressed, but maybe just in a dark space.
Yeah. And I was like,
you know what I'm saying? You're not exhibiting as much light as you think you really are.
And then I was thinking, I started to Google, what's it mean when your friends are depressed? Like, does that mean you're depressed? Like, that really had me thinking, like, for a minute.
What did Google tell you? Like, no, motherfucker, you're not depressed. You just got some friends that's going through a lot of shit.
I feel like it either didn't give me the right answer or I got distracted.
Or gave you the suicide hotline.
Right.
Kept it moving.
But, energy is real, like, for real.
Okay, so I had this conversation last night with my mom. If we're going to go personal.
For sure.
I thought it was an important time, and I hope she's cool with this, that she had her own little issues that she was going through. Well, I personally felt like she was going through depression. And I knew nothing about depression. But after being around her and being in her space and having the understanding as an adult that I am an empath, so I take on other people's energy when I'm around them. just being in her space for that amount of time, for like maybe, you know, a year and a half of her cycle, that's how I took on her depression.
You were going to take on whatever she was going to have anyway.
What do you mean?
Whatever energy she was giving you, you was going to take.
Right.
Because you're her son and y'all always be connected.
But I was like 10, 11 years old. I was grown at that point. I mean, not grown, but I wasn't like
fully developed or whatever.
I mean, I felt like I was fully developed. It's not like I'm still in the womb, so I'm gonna take on her energy type situation. Versus.
You think
So you feel like-
think your age is gonna like simmer down or wean off the connection that y'all have? She brought you through this astral passage of the spirit world into the real realm. Y'all are always gonna be connected.
So is that why people who lose their mothers?
It's
At a young
always
age,
gonna be a
always.
little hole. It's always gonna be a gap. It's always gonna be even people that are adopted. Yeah, you know, I understand and I understand that you're always gonna have love for the people who raised you. But at the end of the day, there is a biological wean for. You're missing. You know something's different. You know something's. You know it's not exactly the same. Yeah, like I said, because you know you could be raised by somebody else. There's people that were raised by their grandparents, and never really had a connection. They still had that motherly figure. They still had that motherly upbringing like everybody else. But there's still a difference between your actual connection with your biological parent and someone filling that role. There's the difference.
I read something, and I'm about to fuck this quote up, but I read something that said, I think
This nigga hell, boy, I swear.
it was that the body's exhibit, and it said that.
Disclaimer.
Yeah, disclaimer. Don't somebody be like, nah, it said this. But the body exhibit said that your DNA stays in your mom for like a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I think my DNA, because I'm the youngest child, so my DNA is still in my mom. So it's almost like you're going to be a part of
What
your
you
mom.
mean your mom then, like your DNA?
Everything about, okay, so on a scientific scale, when my child and I have different blood types. I have a rare blood type, and because of that, I have to take certain precautions and do certain, I have to take certain medicine when I was pregnant with him so that my body wouldn't fight him off like an infection. Now, that doesn't happen with everybody. Like I said, I have a rare blood type, so that doesn't happen with everybody. Women, if you're O negative, check in. It's called like ranitidine or ranitidine or something.
Really? Because your child...
Because our blood is blended. Everything that I'm doing affects, we're connected. My blood and your blood are intertwined with each other.
Right.
Your blood's functions, one of the functions, is if this isn't normal and it's not supposed to be here, I'm supposed to fight it off. That's why your body gets sick. That's why you get fevers, this, that, and the third. Okay, so imagine like his blood intertwining with mine and my blood freaking out about it. Like,
What is this?
This is the opposite of what we are. No, and like.
That's
So yeah,
interesting.
so like when you talk about DNA in connect, yes,
Right.
absolutely, and that means that's a part of the father's DNA as well. You know what I'm saying?
So basically, part of since the son is a composite of the mother and the father's DNA, so part of the father's DNA and the mother's intertwining with that entity that is made up of those two strands.
The cellular
Then
development.
that some of the father's strand is automatically blending into the mother on a genetic level to a degree.
Yeah.
Is that why a woman and a man who are married, I'm not trying to be funny, and they have a lot of children, they kind of start looking alike?
When they say you start to look like whoever you hang around.
Yes,
Yeah.
because me and my best friend are constantly like, are y'all? People constantly think that we're related. But that's just because we spent the last 15 years together.
Which goes back to oneness.
Also,
Right.
real quick,
Which
girls
goes back
syncing
to
up.
the-
Yeah. And us syncing up.
If girls hang around
What
each
we
other.
sync up on?
Like, we sync up on little things, like energy. Because, like, me and Will sync
Yeah.
up, too. Like, if I'm thinking about you, you'll call.
Yeah.
Something
Yeah,
like that,
okay,
stuff like
okay.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Being
Because I was like,
connected.
nigga, what?
Because when you're
On a
exposed
biological level, what do we sync up on?
no, on a
Well, women on a biological level, they...
yeah.
But
you
you're
see that
right,
cycle?
you're right.
They
Because
sync
the other
up,
day
yeah.
I called you, was like, I'm just
That ain't
thinking
nothing but
about you.
energy.
And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I called you.
See?
Right, I know.
We're
Until,
saints.
Oh. Hashtag romance.
I know, right? You can't handle.
I feel like you fucking with this motherfucker. But no, that's true. I got you. I'm not gonna dispute that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be a troll.
And you know, parents are synced with their child anyway. That's why when the child be upset in the stomach or something, he'll send a little signal to his mom and say, "Hey, I'm hungry," and then that's how the appetites of the mom change and stuff like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I never knew this was this deep. This law of oneness and law of energy.
Because it's constantly happening.
Yeah.
In every single thing you do. Every single thing. It's almost like the butterfly effect. You know, if you go back in the past, you're not supposed to touch nothing, do nothing.
I love
move
that
nothing,
movie.
because it could really affect the rest
Everything.
Come on.
Yeah.
If you're supposed to, if you went back in the past and you moved a cup of coffee, or you drank a cup of coffee that you thought was a fresh cup of coffee, and you drank that shit, and that shit technically wasn't for you because somebody was supposed to grab that coffee and spill it on themselves, and their future wife was coming up to give them a napkin. You fucked up that entire. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Because of you, the United States is at war with Australia. You know, something random just gonna happen because of that coffee.
Seriously, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
Everything you do, you gotta be conscious and aware of how you move and the things that you do, because you are. Every person that you meet is affected by you, whether
We
you
so
know it or not.
overstimulated though, man. Like even in this moment, I'm like so overstimulated. That's why I was hoping for motherfuckers to be aware of shit. Because they just constantly just like bombarded with something.
Right. Yeah, it's
So
easy to
nobody-
get distracted.
Yeah, so nobody's taking time to just look at what's going on around them or actually paying attention to what their actions are before they make it. Like they're paying attention to the aftermath of their actions. They're not taking into consideration. You're like, yo, if I make this move,
Right. They're not in the moment.
play too many video games.
Yeah.
Video games always making me do that shit. Pause it in a minute. People, like, it was crazy is if you take a second to think about something and the person doesn't give you that time, they look at you like, yo, what are you doing? Like, you gonna answer me?
Right.
Because we're not moving in awareness. They're not used to somebody actually taking a second to respond to something.
Right.
Or thinking about how to handle something before they actually make a move. Law of vibrations is another part of law of energy.
Well, yeah, it's like a. Excuse me, it's like an AKA.
Yeah.
Because energy is, you know.
A what?
So, AKA, and also
Say it a little
known
more
as.
projected. Because that came out soft. I feel like it didn't get you when you said it.
Oh, it comes in like an AKA, like.
Define AKA for me.
Also known as.
Okay, never mind. My bad. I felt like I just got jumped. Like y'all both slapped the shit out of me.
I was gonna be easy about it.
Also
because
known
it was
as.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I was that aggressive, you know. But,
I'm not used to him being so bully.
Also known
I
as.
felt like we was about to be on AKA for like 5 minutes. Like, let me end this right now. Okay, moving on, you know. But
That's called accountability. Have friends that keep you accountable.
okay.
I'm sorry, Deshaun.
But I love this topic though. This was amazing.
But yes, vibrations. Vibrations that you give off. Like, you know, if you're angry, you can feel that. You can feel it. People that are connected to you can feel that shit.
Most
you
definitely.
ever
Auras
It
and
affects
stuff.
everything
You ever
that you
felt it when
do.
your body was vibrating?
Literally, yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
I don't think we pay attention to it, like, especially when you're mad and you feel like it's tense, but it's just you really vibrate like your shit is.
I can definitely feel when I'm tense. Yeah.
Yo, real shit. There's no vibrations coming off the doors at across the hall from me now. Like there's no energy.
Right, it's really quiet. It's a lull. And you can feel that there's only like a few, like there's a couple, not even a few. You know, it's just like a couple spots of livelihood.
Yep.
And everything else is very bare.
Yep.
Yes.
You can even feel in my apartment complex with a. Because my neighbors across the hall gave off horrible vibrations. Like when I walked out my door into my hallways, I would get tense sometimes.
So do you think that's why people get scared if they're walking alone? Because we are very, like I said, that overstimulant. We are very used to constantly feeling vibration, especially if you live in like a city area like Philadelphia or New York or Los Angeles, where there's like a lot of people really, really close, or just the metropolitan area of your state. But yeah, like, so do you think that's why people are like, you kind of get the heebie-jeebies when you're like walking by yourself, because we're not used to not feeling energy? It is kind of creepy to not feel anything happening to you or around you at all. You know what I mean?
That's interesting. One of my friends, he's from Chicago, and he doesn't want to live alone because he's just so used to someone being in his space.
Yeah.
I'm from the South. I'm from Savannah, so I'm a little bit more used to big open spaces. I don't know if it's because I'm from the South, but I love my alone time. I can be in this whole complex alone. That would be great. Like, I cherish my alone time. Like, that's just like...
When I first moved here, I couldn't sleep because it was way too quiet. Like, I was used to hearing helicopters outside my window, and I was like, yo, y'all have, like, helicopters out here. Like, that was one of the first things I noticed was there was really...
And when I moved to the city, I thought it was way too loud.
Right, because I can hear the interstate all the way in my apartment.
I live, like, right next to 20 in the downtown connector. So I heard the entire highways. It was some loud-ass school kids, like, on the other side of me. But that second and third night, I was used to it. I went right to sleep. The first night, I was like, oh my God, what's going on? The second and third night.
It's great.
Yeah, that was great. And that just reminded me of, like, the country and big open pastures with, like, nothing there. Like, my uncle's farm is just big and huge, and it can be, like, really quiet, you know? And just having, like, a big lot of land and no one's there. Versus living in the urban environment when you're in an apartment or you're on the train and you're constantly... The population is way more dense, so it's, like, always somebody somewhere. So, yeah.
Moving around you.
It is.
What was your Lite-Bulb moment? I think we're coming to the end. Start wrapping it up.
My Lite-Bulb moment was when I first looked at these two laws. I thought, like, what am I going to even say about this? But it ended up working out pretty well.
Miss Lex, how about you?
My Lite-Bulb moment came with how relevant it is to everyday life and my connections. Like, I thought about it even in our dynamic. Like, you've known him longer than me, but I've known him for a pretty long time too. And it's like, we're just now meeting. And it's like, why? Because we had to meet up for this.
Right.
This wasn't in all of our lives 10 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I thought that was pretty cool, even in this dynamic, how the subject is.
It's almost like you can look back and pay attention to stuff and see how it relates.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
To your current present situation.
Right. Go us.
I see.
My Lite-Bulb moment is that Deshaun can do a dip.
Hell yeah.
The way he did, and I wasn't quite prepared for that.
He can't take it.
Nah, I wasn't ready for that dip.
It was fantastic.
Besides that, all jokes aside, the whole oneness thing with the organs and the food, that did fuck me up. That was some shit. I wasn't ready for that. Well, this is just part 1 of 12 universal laws.
Today we did law of oneness and law of energy, also known as law of vibration. The first two.
12 universal laws.
Follow us on Spotify and Instagram.
And Anchor. And YouTube.
And SoundCloud.
And Facebook. Yeah, we got one of them too, bitches. Yeah.
Ain't no excuse.
We live.
Ain't
We
no
all
excuse.
over the place. We busting.
Ain't no excuse.
Appreciate
Let me
it.
find out, okay?
Appreciate the love. Subscribe. Love. Follow. Shouts out. Awesome Nia. Peace out.
Deshaun Duran, peace out.
Trinity, out.
Bye.
It was like Thundercats. Oh, that's some gangsta outage shit.
But why did we say Thundercats 3 times? Is that like a thing?
I just added the third one
Okay.
because of the third. Is it really only 2 Thundercats? Or is it
Bye,
Thundercats
y'all. Bye.
home?